I moved to Pakistan. I was born in Pakistan. Then I came over to the UK. I lived in the UK for most of my life. I then went back to Pakistan when I was 15. Now, this was a culture shock for me. Why? Because it was a culture shock because I went back to Pakistan and it was so different from the UK. I lived in a village for a few months, and then I went to this posh Catholic school where I learned all about stuff. The school was in English, right? So when I went there, I was very arrogant. I was like, wow, excuse me. I was saying that I'm from England. I speak English, and these Pakistani people in Pakistan, Rawalpindi, shout out to St. Mary's, Rawalpindi, these guys, they're not going to know nothing about English. So I'm going to rule this school, right? So anyway, I went to this school. I got there. I thought I was so good because I knew English. So anyway, I went through all the education. If you're from Pakistan, you know the Pakistan education system is amazing. I'm talking about the private education. So anyway, I went through it. The first year, I failed everything. Okay. I failed everything except two subjects. My beloved English, I passed probably just about, and geography. I don't know why I passed that, but geography and English, these are the two subjects that I passed. Everything else, I failed. I failed it all, right? And you know, when you're in countries like Pakistan, they keep you in the same year if you fail. So what I did is rather than kind of like, passing anything, I spoke to my dad. My dad then had to go in. He'd say, look, he's really going to work hard and stuff like that. And the truth is that, when this stuff happens, it feels terrible. It feels like your life's over. It feels like it's messed up and everything. But I'm telling you, that failure was one of the best things to ever happen to me, because that failure set me on a different path. It made me look at myself. It made me look at what I was capable of. It made me realize that my arrogance, all these kind of things, the kind of benefits that come from the failure is not the same benefit that you get from the pleasure and the good things that happen. So I know it's hard, but you need to accept that this is the qadr of Allah. Now, with the qadr of Allah, I gotta say, if you didn't study, you didn't do jack all, and then you just failed, you can't just blame Allah's qadr, right? What we need to realize is that it's happened. But the fact is, it's happened now. We got to accept it. There's nothing we can do. The worst thing you can do is just be sad. But I want you to realize that there's something really, really great in this potentially. And Allah's testing you. So you want to pass this test. That's the most important test you want to pass. Like, your exams are important, but the test Allah's giving you with what's happened is even more important. So that's the one you really want to pass. And that's inshallah the one that's going to make you ultimately successful.